My name's Dexter Fletcher. I'm the director of the Apple original film Ghosted. You know, sort of like the Harry Met Sally kind of meeting, you know, when you see these two people meet for the first time, they are each other's equals in a lot of respects, and but they've both got big journeys to make, and this is the start of those journeys. And so, yeah, I really want to play into setting up the audience and our cast to go, okay, we're in a romantic comedy. These two do get along, but they don't get along. There's obviously chemistry, and there's a whole world building around them, and hopefully we can feel like we're in fairly familiar territory where we go, okay, these two like each other, something's going to happen to get in the way of that. What we've gone for is the biggest thing we can imagine getting in the way of that he gets kidnapped and she's a spy and she has to rescue him, and he's completely ill-equipped to deal with the situation he finds himself in, but all at the same time finding himself falling more and more in love with this woman who is extraordinary in every way, and is very much trained to not have relationships. You know, that's her whole thing as a CIA operative, is, you know, the less emotional baggage you carry, the more effective you are at your job. And Anna is obviously quite brilliant at that, as is Chris at being vulnerable and a klutz. I mean, he's a complete klutz. What it means to be ghosted. You meet someone, you like them, they like you, you have a great night together, a date, a great time, you swap numbers, and then you never hear from them again. You are ghosted. Maybe the relationship is even going down a certain way, and you think, oh, this is going really well, and then you're sending texts, and the person either changes their number or just decides never to contact you back again. I think that's really what it means to be ghosted. What I understood when I read the script, that Chris was making a very deliberate choice to create a character and find a character that was not physically capable, but wasn't a badass. You know, he wasn't a ready at any given moment guy to jump into a fight and win the fight. You know, that is what those defining characters have been for him, which is great. You know, and that's why we love them, because we know he's going to find a way to win out. Whereas what we've created and what he's created here is someone who is completely unprepared in this arena, in this world. We've seen him in this world, and he's brilliantly capable. And a lot of the fun, a lot of the humour, and a lot of the journey that he goes on is some guy just figuring it out and not being capable and saying, I am not a super spy, I am a farmer. And that is really his whole thing. What really it does brilliantly is it humanises him, but it also, I believe, gives us a character that can relate to. Anna, contrasting to that, is extremely aware of the taxman character that she created. We talked about that a lot, and this taxman character is a very high achiever, very deadly, serious, capable CIA agent who has been working on a particular mission for quite a while and been extremely effective in it, and is very close to achieving her goal of retrieving something from someone who's a maniac, something that is very deadly. So she's very serious, very focused, very unemotional, very clear about what her objectives are. And thrown into the middle of this mission that she is very capably trying to navigate and handle is someone who makes her feel stuff, someone who engages all these emotions that she's been trying to contain and control for all these years. And of course, that in itself, for us, we found very funny, because where this character is normally contained and very spy, and she suddenly has someone who just makes her angry. And of course, that in this given situation is not always the best emotional state to be in to handle deadly situations. Hence why CIA agents and operatives are trained to be unemotional. So that is a lot of the fun of what we've got going on here, and what Anna creates there is someone who is now completely at odds with her work.